Hey guys, it's your stereotypical Colts fan on a video. This has happened multiple times. You guys know what I do. Mock draft 1.0. No excuses this time. I'm a Colts fan. As you can see, Colts all the way, baby. Regardless if we lose, regardless that we blew a 33-0 lead. Still it hurts, but it's fine. And Jess Harris might be our next head coach. But, Sean Payton got traded to the Broncos, which I've never seen happen before. I've never seen a coach be traded. And they gave up a first, and I think a conditional second. I don't remember. All right, so let's just get into it. So these are no trades. It's just full out mock draft. So with Chicago, with the number one pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, Chicago Bears I have selecting Will Anderson Jr., linebacker from Alabama. No excuse why they should not. If they don't trade down, then there's no excuse why they should not get Will Anderson Jr. from Alabama. Fast guy, good linebacker. He can also rush. Good choice. Houston at number 2, looking for a quarterback. Don't you worry, you get the second pick, and since the Bears aren't going to pick a quarterback, you get Bryce Young from Alabama. Would you imagine that? Back-to-back Alabama picks. Bryce Young is a passer, although he can step up and run sometimes. As long as you give him protection, he'll be a good quarterback. Arizona, you got to fill in the gaps. J.J. Watt's retired, and I'm sure your defensive line's gotten bad. And I don't know if you want a new quarterback or not, but I have them picking defensive lineman Jalen Carter from Georgia. No reason why they shouldn't. Clearly, to me, he's like one of the only choices I see them having at defensive line. Of course, I could be wrong. They could pick like an offensive line. That was one of their biggest needs. I used NFL.com and NFLDraftBuzz.com. So shout out to them, I guess, not sponsors. Now the Colts, they need a quarterback, and the best available quarterback, other than Bryce Young, is T.J. Stroud from Ohio State. T.J. Stroud is not a runner. He is a passer. He can step up and run. He just doesn't prefer to. As long as you give him an offensive line and a couple receivers, he will dominate opposing defenses. We saw it in his 2 years at Ohio State. I'm a big Ohio State fan, so I might talk a little more. Now, Seattle has the 5th pick from Denver from the Russell Wilson trade. And, one of their needs was a defensive end / an edge, more like defensive end. And Miles Murphy from Clemson fills in that void. He's a good defensive end, I'd say. He's not bad. He's from Clemson, one of those top schools. And all around, just a good pick. And then Detroit has the 6th pick, I think from the Matthew Stafford trade, if I am correct. And I have them picking Peter Skorlowski. He's an offensive tackle from Northwestern. He's amazing. He is athletic. He knows what he's doing. He will protect your quarterback, which probably will be Geno Smith next year. Shout out to Geno Smith. He's pretty good. Now, the Las Vegas Raiders, they need an offensive line as well. Importantly, they need an O-tackle, just like the Detroit Lions did. No excuses here. Paris Johnson from Ohio State. I think he's an obvious choice. He might not go to the Raiders, but I think he is definitely a top 10 talent in the NFL draft. He's up there in potential talent. He's good at blocking. Atlanta. Apparently one of their top needs is quarterback, even though they had Desmond Ridder. So I think they get Desmond Ridder's backup, Will Levis from Kentucky. He's a quarterback. He came out of the blue. He just came out of nowhere, but I think he has some potential. We also said that about Zach Wilson. He came from BYU out of nowhere. He sucks. But I think Will Levis has that potential. Carolina also needing a quarterback. Don't you worry, Carolina, because I got good news for you. You're going to draft, or at least I have, in my 1.0. I might do 2.0 if this video gets enough like and support. I have Carolina picking Hendon Hooker, quarterback from Tennessee. He's a good player. He's not really a runner, but, he can do He can torch opposing defenses. It's just amazing what he does. And Philly, no point. They're in the Super Bowl, so I can't really do much. But one of their top needs is apparently a safety. Why not get Brian Robinson from Alabama? He's a good safety. He's fast, athletic, and he's from Bama. Bama players usually turn out pretty good in the draft. At number 11, they have Tennessee, and I think I might mispronounce this, but give me a little bit of credit because I don't really pronounce names that great. One of their top needs is a no tackle. How about Derek Jones, offensive tackle from Georgia? He shows he can block. He's a very good blocker. He doesn't allow much sacks. He's pretty good. This one's the Houston is again. Apparently one of their top needs is a cornerback. This is from the Deshaun Watson trade, if I am not mistaken. And I believe now this one could be questionable to most guys and girls who like the NFL, but I think Devin Witherspoon from Illinois, he's got talent. He is fast. He's athletic. He can swat the ball down. He can pick off the ball. I don't know if it's the pick that they want, but it's the pick they deserve. And then the New York Jets, who, kind of need a quarterback, but kind of don't. Time will tell. I think they pick up Antoine Harrison, an offensive tackle from Oklahoma. He's good, athletic. He can block. That's all I need to say, He's pretty good. One of the top needs they need is an offense line. It showed last year. The Patriots barely missed out on a playoff spot. One of their top needs is linebacker or edge rusher. I don't remember which one it was, but I have them picking Tyree Wilson, linebacker and edge rusher from Texas Tech. Bill Belichick is good at drafting. We saw he drafted Tom Brady in the 6th round when they didn't need a quarterback. And he turned out just fine. So we'll see what Tyree Wilson can do for the Patriots. Now the Packers. One of their top needs is linebacker. Wide receiver, obviously, Aaron Rodgers. If he stays, if he doesn't stay, whoever quarterback for next year for the Packers is, you need a wide receiver. That's why the Packers go out and get Quentin Johnston from TCU. He's a good receiver. He's fast. We saw what he can do. As long as he's not versus a lockdown corner like Sauce Gardner. The Commanders, one of their top needs is quarterbacks. I think they do re-sign Taylor Heineke, but he's probably going to be a backup. So maybe they go out and go get Anthony Richardson, quarterback from Florida. Not bad. Although I've never seen a Florida quarterback go first round. Or than Tim Tebow. He's good. Pittsburgh, one of their top needs is defensive tackle. Brian Brees from Clemson is the guy to fill in the void, I believe. Then at 18, the Detroit Lions need a tight end? No problem. Michael Mayer from Notre Dame, top tight end in the NFL draft. Kind of weird to take a tight end at number 18. But hey, they already had a pick. They already got their offensive tackle for the future, and they have their tight end. 2 really good picks. The Buccaneers need a quarterback. This one might surprise you. Tanner McKee, quarterback from Stanford. Andrew Luck came from Stanford, and he was first picked. Or was it? I think that was Andrew Luck. I don't remember. He's pretty good. I've never really watched him. Yeah, I think from the tape I watched of him, he's pretty good. Luke Weiper from Ohio State. He's a center for Seattle. Not much to say, really. They get the 20th pick. 21st pick for the LA Chargers. I think they pick an Ohio State guy, and it's going to be DeJuan Jones, offensive tackle from Ohio State. They need an offensive tackle to protect Geno Smith. Baltimore, they also need an offensive guard. Andrew Voorhees from USC. He's good. He can block, the usual. Minnesota has a 23rd pick, and I have them picking Joey Porter Jr. from Penn State. He's a cornerback. A cornerback, not a quarterback. I do think Kirk Cousins is getting old, and they probably will need a quarterback, but there's not much talent in this NFL draft. other than the top 2, 3, maybe 4 quarterbacks. After Anthony Richardson, there's not much. So I have them going out and getting a quarterback from Penn State. The Jags, one of their top needs, not quarterback, is actually an offensive tackle, which I have them picking. Darnell Wright from Tennessee is an offensive tackle. He's good. The New York Jets at 25. No, the New York Giants at 25. Excuse me. I have them picking Eli Ricks, cornerback from Alabama. Probably wondering why Minnesota didn't pick them. This website showed Joey Porter Jr. ahead of Eli Ricks, so I guess that's just how it falls. He's a cornerback from Alabama. Alabama people, farewell in the draft. Dallas Cowboys coming in at 26. One of their top needs is an offensive guard. Nick Broker from Ole Miss. This is the guy, I believe. The Bills. At 27, pick John Michael Schmitz, center from Minnesota. I think that's a pretty good I think that's a pretty good pick. We have the last 2 picks because of... No, I missed one pick. Who has the 30th pick? Hold on, guys. So, guys, apparently I didn't get it wrong. NFL.com did not have a 30. The 30th pick was for Chiefs, but they're playing in the Super Bowl, so they don't get that pick. I think they do get that pick. If it's the Chiefs, that means that it's their pick, regardless. Okay, guys, so the 28th pick is Cincinnati's, and I think they're going to get Jaquelin Roy, the tackle from LSU. What else can I say? It's a defensive tackle. I don't watch LSU much. Number 29. I'm surprised he got this far. This is New Orleans' pick. They need a quarterback. Max Duggan, he's a solid quarterback. We don't know. There's some big question marks if he can be the starter in the NFL. Obviously, after that blowout loss to Georgia, people are questioning what he can do. Now, the 30th pick belongs to Kansas City, and they need an offensive tackle, and the best one available, apparently to this website, is O-tackle Cody March. He's from North Dakota State University. He's pretty good. And I'll see you guys in the next video.